This was the first ride I ever took on the old girl. It was like 110-degree heat index that day. Just a couple laps around the parking lot, check out the clutch and the brakes. And here we are, over a year later, and we put 4,500 miles on it. Pretty much without any problems. We had one little problem with the fuel pump, and once I solved that, it's been running problem-free ever since. Been to the beach a couple times. Just had a great old time with this thing. All right, folks, welcome back to the free 1986 Honda GL 1200 Goldwing Interstate. And the wife and I are about to embark on a quick little couple-day trip to the Jersey Shore. It's like 240 miles one way. Let's see how many miles we got. 60,956. I think it'll be definitely over 500, be like close to 6. So we'll run around a little bit when we get down there. Just going away for a couple days. So yeah, we had a great time. It was good getting away, and doing it on the bike was even better. All right, folks. Here we are, coming to the end of another successful riding season on the free 1986 Honda GL 1200 Interstate Goldwing. And we got 63,641 miles. And lately she's just been rode hard and hasn't been washed off or detailed or anything. She's become my daily driver. And here for about a month or so, it's been getting real toasty during the day, but the mornings are like 30s and 45. And on this bike you can do it because you don't get any wind, so there's no wind chill. And it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But anyway, I say we're coming to the end of the riding season because, as many of you know, I'm about to tear this bike to pieces and do some much needed maintenance and customization. So this is kind of became a project bike for the channel and the shop, but it's still also my personal bike. The wife and I have just loved it. I mean, we've just been riding all over the place this year, very comfortably. We're getting a little bit older, and riding a sport touring bike was getting a little bit hard on the back, so Let's crank it up here once so you can hear it, and then we'll get on to what it used to look like. Yeah, this thing has been a welcome comfort for sure. I plan on going all out on this paint job here for a couple of reasons. One is I don't like my bikes looking the same as everybody else's bikes. And I wanted to keep this tradition of going, white and black. But we're kind of partial to, we call her Ruby Rose. So we're kind of partial to the ruby part. And we're going to try to integrate some of that red into the new paint job. I still am somewhat struggling with the exact paint scheme that I'm going with, because every time I think I have it figured out, I change my mind. But we know that the colors are white, black, and red. That's what I want. I thought about making it mainly white and then have like the red and black panel paint. Basically, like this area would be a panel, but then it's going to probably be too much white. So I think I might just integrate it all and kind of break it up evenly. Maybe a little extra white. I'm not sure, because I just like a white, crisp, clean looking bike. But I know it's not for everybody, but it's not for everybody. It's for me. And like I say, it's going to showcase my talents, what I can do, and draw attention to my business. Not that I need more business, but I do need more attention, because maybe I make a living off of social media one day or something like that. I don't need physical work, but you kind of get what I'm talking about. I'm thinking about changing the exhaust. I got a couple ideas. I like that it's quiet, but I also don't like that it's quiet, if you know what I mean. So maybe give it a little bit of pizzazz, but not, not like when I used to run S&S 113s with straight pipes. Stuff like that. Not quite that bad. And one thing I haven't talked much about that I did talk about initially was I thought I was going to have to rebuild these forks before, or right away when I got the bike, because this whole side was just covered in oil. Both sides were just covered in oil, fork oil. But then I said, okay, well, that season I was just going to freshen up the oil and then rebuild it in the winter. And so I drained all the fork oil out and replaced it. And lo and behold, this side never leaked. And the other side is just now starting to barely seep out. So I don't know what the deal was. I'm thinking maybe somebody put too much air in the forks and blew all the oil out. But the seal, I never replaced them, and they're not even leaking. Now I am going to replace them when I tear it apart. So I'm going to try to do all that kind of stuff. Like I said, yank the motor out, do the stator and the clutch and all that kind of stuff. That's, you kind of need to get it done once and for all type thing. When I do yank the motor out to do all that work, I do plan on cleaning that up and painting that black. I think it'll look a lot better. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do about the wheels, but I'm thinking about painting them something different, maybe to match. I'm not sure. Definitely a color change. I don't know, maybe not. I'd like black wheels too. Might just go all black and get rid of the aluminum showing, the cast showing in the center. Not 100% sure on that either. I got to get this stuff figured out, because I need to start on it soon here. Probably in a couple weeks, which I hate to do, because we've been having so much fun riding this thing that, I hate to take it apart, because you can ride this bike all year. The cold doesn't really bother you too much, other than when the ice hits the road, then you can't really ride it. Definitely something different this year with the windshield. One thing is that you can ride this bike without glasses on, and you're not going to get anything in your eyes don't dry out. No air, no bugs, no nothing can get in your eye with this windshield. Trust me. I had to ride one time in the dark. I left real early somewhere when we were on vacation. I didn't have any clear glasses. I totally forgot them, and basically You know, had to ride, didn't have my shield on my helmet or nothing. And so I rode for hours without it. And it's like I wasn't even on a motorcycle. It was crazy. So yeah, I've actually, I can prove that theory. But anyway, I always get off track. But yeah, I'm either going to replace this with something else. Maybe I was going to cut it down. I thought about keeping this shield for the winter and then make a summer shield or get one, maybe a little tinted one, you know, a little tiny one for in the summer when it's real hot. I definitely want to upgrade the cooling system, see if I can get a thermostat that's a little bit cooler, number one, but maybe get a more efficient cooling fan somehow adapted to it, because this baby does get hot. It's never overheated or anything like that, but it gets in the summer in traffic, it is real warm. And I know all of them are going to be that way, but I would like it to run a little bit cooler. I would feel better about it. It's cooler on me and for the bike, you know. It's never got real hot. I think the furthest it's ever got is like about a little bit past, where is it? A little bit past halfway, heading towards the hot, but it's never leaned over there very far at all. So that's probably not too hot for one of these, but you can feel the heat coming off of it for sure when it's at that point. All right, folks, I could talk about this thing forever and about all the things that I want to do and what have you, but bottom line is I got to get to it. A few more weeks here, probably before I get it torn apart. But after that, that's it. I'm going to have to get started on it. So another reason for the video is just to say, after I own this thing for a year, I can understand why it has a cult following and so many people just praise these Goldwings and love them. This thing's been so dependable, had such a great time on it. It really is a great bike all around. It's more nimble than the thing looks. I know that's hard to believe. Performance is great. It's just been a fabulous bike. Gets great gas mileage. I'm usually in the mid 30s to mid 40s on this thing. And it's just been a wonderful bike. So I just want to show it some love and just try to keep the thing forever and make it my own, like I said. So hopefully next time you see a video on this thing, I'm actually finally working on it. I appreciate you all watching. And if you're still watching at this point, you're awesome. All right, guys. That's it for now, and peace out.